So, what's the date? It is October the 30th, so Halloween tomorrow. It's a cool but not cold Sunday morning. Clocks just went back, so extra hour in bed, lovely. But yeah, I think we've sort of been quite blessed with mild weather up till now, but I think this week is starting to get cooler. I think the leaves will really start to drop over the next few weeks. But just an update of what I've been doing. So yesterday, which was Saturday, I spent the whole day mulching. So I was lucky enough to get on Facebook and have a arborist or tree surgeon who was doing a few trees and said that he's had a lot of wood chip that he needed to get rid of. So very generous man, actually delivered them to me for free of charge. So I had a big old driveway full of shredded fresh wood, which is probably not the best. Ideally what are sort of aged a little bit or maybe sort of semi rotted, but nonetheless this is gonna definitely help. I mean, we all know the obvious, suppresses weeds and keeps in moisture, but I think the good thing about doing it this time of year is insulating the roots to some of the less cool tolerant plants. So, you know, given that, what I've done here is put on a good couple of inches. I mean, I had literally about a ton of the stuff, so I put on a real deep thick layer. So also because it's been mild, getting a few weeds come through, so that's going to stop them. But yeah, it's that time of year where we could get a frost. Well, it's not really forecast for the next couple of weeks, but you know, any time really in the next 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to start hitting the frost danger point. So that's just going to protect any less hardy plants, you know, root wise. It's going to insulate, so that heat that's built up in the soil over summer, that's going to keep that in a little bit longer, and yeah, to stop any sort of ground frost from penetrating into the soil level. So that's a real good thing to do this time of year. And obviously over winter, obviously your annuals are going to die off, your perennials are going to die down, and you're just left with your evergreens. So you know, the mulch at this time of year, you know, things are starting to die off. You can see what you've got, and any blank patches, there's nothing worse than seeing this dead soil there. So this neatens everything up, looks a lot nicer. And obviously over winter period, you know, we could be talking 4 or 5 months. That is going to help feed the soil as well. You're going to get worms and, you know, various insects work some of that. I mean, this is, like I say, this is freshly shredded. A couple of trees which is freshly shredded, so there's a lot of leaf matter in there as well, so that's going to rot down first and just leave the bark chip, so that, or the wood chip itself, which is going to slowly rot down, whereas a leaf will go a bit quicker. So that's going to feed your soil as well over winter. So multiple benefits. It looks good. It's feeding the soil, it's protecting the roots, suppressing weeds. It's a no-brainer. Obviously it can be expensive if you're buying bags of I don't know, fancy bark chippings, but like I say, if you can get someone local, tree surgeons or arborists or landscapes, whatever, if you can get someone who's got a lot of stuff, who generally they need to get rid of it, they'll get it to you for very cheap or free if you're lucky. and you've you've got that nice base for winter. Right, so I did manage it like the whole day. It took me, so I had the wheelbarrow going back and forward from the front drive. So I'd done all the front first and then worked my way through the back garden. And just about had enough. I'm going to get him to do another load for me. So I would like to, in certain areas, put it on a bit thicker. For instance, where we have got certain plants like the colocaceas, I do find these come back for me every year. This is the Escalente, it's quite a small one, but yeah, so you can do a general mulching, but also spot extra thick mulching for certain plants. Like I say, this colocacea is gonna die down, and you won't see it, so I'd put a big pile of mulch on that. And yeah, this looks a lot better. Would look a lot better if I actually cut the grass as well and neatened the edges up, but that'll be a job for the spring. The grass has been dead all summer, and then it's the last month has come back to life, but I might try and get a cut on that before winter sets in properly. It's just getting a dry day to do it. Right, so that's a little bit on mulching and another job done for the winter. Thanks for watching.